today we just decided this is just impromptu, but we've been wanting to do this video for a while. Baby names we love but won't be using, and I'm like, instead of waiting till we get home or sitting down and filming a video, why don't we film it? We're in the car, Tito is sleeping, and now will be a good time to talk about baby names we love but we won't be using.
I like Jason.
Jason! Oh, I love Jason.
Yeah.
My friend's son's name is Jason. I know,
and that's why we will not be using it.
I know at least 3 Jasons. Jasons is like the cool kid name.
Yeah.
Last year or the year before, I think in the past 3-4 years, Jason has been a very common name in Lagos or in Nigeria in general, and I love that name, but I can't use it because I'm sure in a class there are like 5 Jasons.
I like the name Anthony, but
why won't you be using it?
Tony.
That's Yomi's brother. Oh, that's true. Yomi's brother's kid's name is already Tony, so we can't have 2 Tonys.
I guess you can. But
you can, but we can't really. That cannot be his main name. It might be his second name, but that cannot be the main name. We can't have 2 Tonys.
And I looked up the meaning of Anthony and just couldn't find it.
You couldn't find the meaning of Tony?
Yeah, I couldn't find the meaning of Anthony. I think it just has an origin as an Anglian name or something. But I'm not now going to name my child after something that
you don't understand yet. Maybe we should go and Google the meaning of the name Anthony.
That's a saint name, one kind of Catholic saint or something. I don't.
But Yomi's brother's name, Yomi's brother's son's name is not Anthony. It is a Yoruba name. It is Oluwatoni. So that's where the Tony comes from, not from Anthony. So that's the difference. But you can still have an Anthony.
Is obviously different.
And yeah, and the spelling is different. Anthony, A-N-T-H-O-N-Y, and Tony, T-O-N-I. I like Tony. I love that name a lot. Another name I like, but I don't think I will be using is Imisioloa. I love that name, especially because it rhymes with my name. My name is Imisi, and Tito, what's the problem? Imisi rhymes with my name, and I think Imisioloa means the breath of God. The only reason why I feel I won't be using that name is because I want all the kids, their name to be T. I don't know if is anybody else like me, but I'm really crazy about having all of them, their names rhyming together. So I want something that's kind of like Tito, Titi, not Tokpe. I don't like Tokpe.
My best friend's name is Tokpe.
Oh, sorry, not like there's anything wrong with Tokpe, but Tokpe is just a name I'm so used to. Like, I have so many Tokpes. I'm sure I have like 5 Tokpe friends, so no more Tokpes. I want a new name. I like Tito's name because it's not very common like that. So I want him to be kind of like the only Tito in his class. That kind of thing. So which is why we say we're not going for names like Jason, Jaden, and you know, those cool kid names. I know a name I like but won't be using. It is Oyin Damola. I've always loved that name growing up. Just something about that name, Oyin. And I guess because Oyin means honey, I love the meaning. Like honey mixed with wealth or something like that, like wealth is sweet. It is just a beautiful name. The meaning is beautiful, but like I say, most of these names that we won't be using is because we have so many people around us bearing those names already. So it's just one more Oyin Damola in this world. So I love that name, but I won't be using Oyin Damola, even though I love it so much. Like we just said Bolahon.
Bolahon is a good name in meaning.
Yeah, I just don't like names that start with big Benga Bolahon.
What's the meaning of Bolahon?
Bolahon means something like somebody like that showcases wealth, like that it shows off the wealth or something like that. Tell me what the meaning is. That's what I.
It's like the male equivalent of your name.
Yeah, it's somehow similar to my name. It's somehow similar to Yemisi. But any name that has big, what's the visual? Bolahon. Even though I have a little is it nephew. He's my auntie's son, so his name is Bolahon, but no ill feelings towards him. It's just that names that's of course I like the name Benga. Of all the GB names, I like the name Benga, but that Bolanhon and the other Bobo ones, there's one Botemi, all those ones, like, I feel they are very, very serious Yoruba names. Another name I love but won't be using is Wemimo. I love that name. I've only known of one Wemimo in my life, and I feel the full version is Oluwa Wemimo, meaning God has cleansed me. It's just the only reason I won't be using that name, well, two reasons. It's not a T name, and secondly because the meaning is kind of like God has washed me. So I feel like names have to I don't know, names have to really be prayers or something like that. When you say Oluwa Wemimo, like people start wondering like, what did God wash you from? What evil have you committed? No, I know that's not like the literal meaning, but it will make people ask questions, and I don't want people to be asking questions when they hear my child's name. So that's the reason I won't be using that name, even though I love it so much. Wemimo.
I like the name Gideon.
I don't know how somebody can like Gideon.
Okay, I like the name Gideon because of the story in the Bible is awesome. Gideon's story in the Bible is awesome.
I've not looked into Gideon's story, but there will be no Gideon.
Person who was scared, and God called him, and he just didn't think he was up to, until God gave him the courage, and God was always telling him, don't be scared, don't be scared. But I like the name Gideon. That's number one. Then the second person I met, the first person I've ever met with the name Gideon as a friend,
is a nice
very
guy.
Upright. Gideon was I think he was one of the judges.
Okay.
Yeah, in Israel. And this guy Gideon became our school prefect.
Wow.
Head boy, and he was like Gideon.
So you love the name.
I like the name Gideon. It's really nice, but when Nigerians call Gideon, it doesn't seem like the name in the Bible.
I don't really like the name Gideon. No. I don't know why you would like Collins.
You know why I like Collins? Because it reminds me of the Soul Train. Because his name was Booty Collins.
And that's what you want for your child. There will be no Collins in my house.
I can't have that name now. Collins is like so 70s.
I'm
Collins.
telling you, Phil Collins. No, there shall be no Collins. No. Collins Oduson, yeah. I just thought of a name that I like, but I won't be using. I've always liked this name growing up, but I won't be using it because I'm Yoruba and my child cannot be bearing an Urobo name or Isoko name or Delta name, even though I grew up in Delta State, and the name is Ovie, and Ovie means king. I've always loved that name, like love it so much, but there's no way we're going to be having an Ovie Odusonya. Even though it will have an interesting story, like the child will always have to tell a story about why his name is Ovie and he's Odusonya. After talking about Ovie, the second name is Ivie. I love Ivie, and there was a time I used to say if I had twins, I would call one Ovie, I would call the other one Ivie, but Ovie is Delta and Ivie is Edo, so I don't even know how I would have mixed both names, even though I love both names. Like, to be honest, if they are twins,
there's nothing wrong naming your child after another.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they are twins, if we're having twins, then it's going to be Ivie and Ovie, and they will always have interesting stories to tell. Don't eye me, don't give me that eye. Yomi is giving me that eye like twins. How?
But it's not the twins, it's just you're going to have twins and then name them Ovie and Ivie.
Yomi, the way you call yourself is not even good. Ovie and Ivie. No, but I love those names. Like, I really love those names. So what do you think about Oluwa Kimilaya? I love that name.
That name is nice, Kimi.
But you're not going to call the child Kim. You're probably going to call the child Kim.
Me?
Kim.
Kimi?
I don't like the Kim part, but I love Kimi, and I love the interpretation of Oluwa Kimilaya. I think I would have loved Kim.
It's just that Kim Kardashian really spoke.
She spoiled the name for you.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
You're not going to have a Kim Odusonya.
But if I name my child Kim, everybody's going to think I'm trying to follow Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
But what does it mean, the full meaning?
Oluwa Kimilaya, like God gave me mind, boldness. Yeah. God made me bold. And if people be like, what were you scared of before, man? You were scared of marriage or having children. But I love that name. Like, I've always loved that name. The first time I heard the name, I was like, wow, I love this name. But no, we won't be using it. I love Kumbi too.
You like Kumbi?
I like Kumbi. Yeah, I like Kumbi. Another name I love but won't be using is Oluwa Dabira. Abi, that's the full one. Abi, Dabira. I love that name. Who says I won't be using it, to be honest? The only reason I'm saying I'm not going to use it is because it's not a T name. I love Oluwadabira, like God performs wonders, or God has performed wonders. I think that's the meaning. So I really like that name. So those are the names we love but won't be using. That's not all of it, but that's just some of it. Let me know in the comment section names. If you have names that start with T, I would like to know it. Names that are similar to Tito's name, I would like to know. Leave it in the comment section. And if you have names that you love but won't be using in your family for some reason, I would like to see too, because I think this is an interesting topic. So let me know. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Fidelis.
Yomi, how can you like that name?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Oh, then why did the name even cross your head? Because we're talking of names we like.
And you know what, that name might actually be good. Like maybe it's Fidelis.
Yeah.
In pronunciation.
But the way they pronounce it in Nigeria, Fidelis. They shorten it to Fide, Yomi. There are some names that you know they are going to bastardize once they get it.
Every name, every English name. Francis is Francis.
Francis, and that's your middle name. Francis. And to be honest, Francis is, I usually say it as gateman and stuff like that.
It's nice to be an exception.